We can still do the crossing though. That was a little, I'm going to do the crossing shuffle. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. It is the morning after MGPX. We are outside the brewery tap where MGPX was. Don't worry, we didn't sleep here. We're not dirty stop outs. We're back here because we realised that the parking that we had in there yesterday was actually 24 hours worth of parking. So because we were coming back in this morning for the traditional post MGPX breakfast, we've parked in the same spot. We're now going to meet up with some of the people again from yesterday, go and get some delightful breakfast and then see where the rest of the day takes us. We have arrived at Wetherspoons. I'm not sure I've had a Wetherspoons breakfast at any point in the last year. I hope they're still dirt cheap and rather tasty. Breakfast complete. Look, we've got a Leluja FC shirt out in the wild. Excellent stuff. We're now heading back over to the brewery tap for a last scout around to make sure that we haven't left any stuff in there from yesterday, and then back to normality. MGPX officially finished for another year, and this is the official hardcore group who've made it through to breakfast the next day. They'll get their certificates in the post. This is how you do MGPX properly. It's a 24-hour experience. And we're back in here. It looks a little bit sad the following morning. We've just got a big pile of tellies down here. Dean owns a lot of tellies, and I think we've got just about everything that's ours out of it. Were these our tables and chairs? No? I never did find out what was in this cupboard. It's locked. Well, Dean, our resident grown-up, has left, leaving just us immature children folk with about an hour to kill before people need to start getting their trains. So we're going to play Pokemon Go for an hour, even though half of them don't even play. We're basically following Sheepdog's lead. Just been hovering around the cathedral. We just missed the bells, but we're doing some Pokemon in here. Now we're wandering somewhere else to do some Pokemon. Look, Pab's having a lovely time. He loves a bit of Pokemon, don't you? See? Look at that face. So happy. Well, we're ending the MGPX segment of this year's vlog back where we began in the brewery tap. We're here for a Pokemon raid and a quick Diet Coke, and to say goodbye to Pab, who's about to go and get on his train. Say bye-bye, Pab. We'll also, while the camera's on, we'll say bye-bye to Jack and Matt as well, who are also disappearing very shortly.
Bye, Jack and Matt.
And bye-bye to Sheepdog as well, because we'll be dropping him off at home when we get back as well. Normality resumes now. And we're back home, which means, first see if we can see this young gentleman who, how many episodes of Cash in the Attic has Andy watched this weekend?
10.
10.
Not good.
10 episodes of Cash in the Attic because Shortstay's here. I think this is the first you've seen of Shortstay since I picked him up about 28 hours ago. It's been that busy. Talking of being busy, it's nearly 3:30. We got home about 1 o'clock. For those of you fellow daily vloggers out there, I strongly recommend against getting home at nearly 1 in the morning, going out again at 9 in the morning, not editing the vlog in that gap, and then getting home again about 1 in the afternoon, knowing that you have to get him out of the house and back to the train station at 4 o'clock. I have just had a very hectic couple of hours editing together yesterday's vlog. It is, I've been sat down, but editing together an entire vlog in 2 hours is a tough task. It's an awesome vlog though. Hope you enjoy it, and it even has some singing in it. If you didn't click on it because you thought, oh, I don't care about MGPX, you get to hear me sing. So that seems like a good reason to go back and watch yesterday's video if you haven't already done that. But I am going to sit in that space that they've kept open for me for a couple of minutes before we have to jump in the car again, head back to where we've been for most of the last 24 hours and get Shortstay on a train. Well, we've made it to the train station with about 15 minutes to spare. I have one of my film crew with me who's brought his camera and has decided that he wanted to come with us and do a little bit of filming, which is just as well because it's the first time he's been out of the house since Friday when he was still at school. Are you filming the trains, Andy?
You hear them?
Yeah, you can hear them. Which of course means there will be, hopefully, a video on Andy's channel tonight, 6 o'clock, through Andy's eyes. It'll likely be trains and possibly a church on the way home.
Give me a hug then.
Say bye-bye to Shortstay.
Bye-bye, Shortstay.
Bye-bye, Shortstay. We'll see Shortstay again soon. And we're going to sit here and wait for his train to come in, because his train will come in that way. Stop there for Shortstay to get on, and then continue going off towards Nottingham.
Say bye to Lewis. Say see
Bye. See
you
you
soon.
soon.
Bye bye.
Shortstay.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Excellent match. Bye bye Shortstay. Bye bye Shortstay's beard. He's got a beard, Andy. Do you like his new beard? I think he looks marvellous with it. Andy doesn't care.
Can you hear? Yeah.
So you had a good weekend then?
We can watch train.
What did you do with Lewis?
Cash in the attic.
You did Cash in the Attic, did you? Considering me and Shortstay got stuck at a level crossing yesterday and 8 trains went across and they had the train strikes and all sorts of chaos yesterday, we've been stood here for a good 5 minutes and not a single train's gone by yet. Yeah, it's a different world on Sundays. In other news, it is just the start of the Pokemon Go Community Day, so we're taking advantage of the fact that we're stood between 2 Pokestops, which is one of the other reasons why we wanted this exact spot. If we were further down that way, only 1 Pokestop. Just here, 2 Pokestops. So we're catching some mudkips, we've got them lured up, while Andy waits very patiently for a train.
See ya.
Good. Well, that's a bump. Well, that's not Shortstay's train. Shortstay's train will still be here in a minute or 2.
Female.
That's a female one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how we tell if a train's female?
I don't. I've lost.
We've just about figured it out for buses.
I think that's more of a round end.
You're saying females have a round end?
Well, they do. They're more curved. I don't know, Kevin. I have no idea. Watch your phone. You alright?
Look at train.
There should be one any minute now because Shortstay is due in at like 24 minutes past, I think, and it's got to come from this way. Here you go, look, fast one. Is that one good?
Yeah. Can you have one more, please?
We can do one more if you want. That must be his. It must just be shuttling back and forth. Maybe it's not coming through.
Andy, no.
Because that's the platform he normally gets, I think.
Need oil.
We don't need oil. Are we going home then, Andy? Or what?
We'll look at church.
Have we had enough?
We'll have a look at church.
Okay. I don't think he's sure whether he's had enough or not. He was just trying to get back in the car and then decided not to again. He did say he wanted to go to a church after this, but
Why is the car so warm?
because the engine's been on and it's a warm day.
Yeah.
There, this is where the engine lives, yeah. Hello.
Wink.
There you go. Are you going to wink as well? You have to wink into the camera. Come on, wink. Oh, you're winking into your camera. Okay. Is that Lewis's train? Is that in East Midlands? No. Finished now, are we?
Yeah.
Should we go to a church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
Well, we've made it to the first of 2 churches, which just so happens to be a gym. Very handy for Pokemon Community Day. We're going to go and check this out, see if we can get inside for Andy to have a look around, and maybe catch some mudkips. These 2 are at it again. Oh, we just missed it. They were doing their arm-in-arm walk again. We've decided Andy does that arm-in-arm walk with Anna to make her walk faster. So he puts his arm around her and kind of drags her along, which I think is brilliant. The fact that he now walks at my speed and we have to hurry Anna along is awesome. Hello. One down, one to go. Next church, they're not as hopeful of getting into this one because the gate looks pretty locked from here. It's past 5 o'clock between the two churches, so perhaps they shut at 5 o'clock. I don't think it is open, Andy. Just have to try again another day. No, look, Andy, it's definitely closed. So we're not going to try any more doors. Yeah, I know. Best way to secure a church with a nice D-lock. Where are you? Where is he? Do not touch that door. He's just raiding all the dandelions. Good job the medication that he has for his sleep is also for an antihistamine, because he does get hay fever, but he just loves a dandelion.
No, it's not now. No.
No, it's not open, babes.
Never mind.
We're going home now.
Okay.
Can you go to another church? Langford?
Yeah.
You want to go to Langtoft?
No, Willoughby school.
We're not going to Willoughby.
One
No.
school.
No school.
We're going to have a listen to the bells.
I don't think we'll hear the bells, but we can go and have a look at the church.
Then we'll listen to the bells.
No bells.
We're not going.
Are we going?
No bells.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just trying to stay out for as long as possible while this Pokemon thing's going on.
And then we're good.
He's enjoying himself.
Traffic lights.
We can use the traffic lights as well, yeah. Sorted. So, church number 3. Anna doesn't want me to trip over that thing, which is reasonable. Is this one locked as well?
Yeah, this one's not open, babes.
Never mind, we can come back here another day.
We will have to wait to open.
It's not open.
No, we're not waiting. We'll come back another day. We can still do the crossing though.
Yep.
That was a little, I'm going to do the crossing shuffle.
We can listen.
I don't think there's going to be any bells, Andy. Right, not on the road. Okay, no, you're right.
I saw that car coming around the corner.
This was one of his favourite destinations when we were trying to get him back to school a couple of years ago. We'd like bring him here in the morning and then take him on to school, or we'd perhaps bring him here as a reward on the way home from school, do that church, do this crossing. He's a very big fan of this crossing.
Now cross.
Well, much later in the day, we've been home, we've had dinner. Andy is now having his bath and getting ready for bed. And one of the downsides of having such an awesome weekend, and it has been an awesome weekend, is we haven't really been keeping an eye on stuff at home or doing any shopping. So it's reached 9 o'clock in the evening, or 8:30 in the evening, and we've realised we don't actually have any toilet paper, any milk, any butter, any bread. And the only shop that's open is the Co-op, where Anna starts work in 10 hours time. So I've nipped out here to grab a couple of essentials. We only need to get through a couple of days because we're off to Bournemouth on Wednesday, so just a few days worth of like essential bits and pieces. We'll almost certainly end up back at the shops again tomorrow, getting all the stuff that I no doubt forget. But as long as I can have a cup of coffee and go to the toilet, that's an improvement on the situation we're in right now at home. So if you have enjoyed this awesome vlog, this awesome weekend, I've had a great weekend. It's been loads and loads of fun. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of it, everybody who came, everybody who just made MGPX, and the MGPX weekend, so much fun. Thank you, and we will be back to more normal vlogs from now. Obviously you saw that in the second half of today's vlog, and we have got some very cool, more traditional family vlogging coming up over the next few weeks, starting tomorrow. It all starts from the start of the summer holidays tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. So if you have enjoyed this video, or if you're just excited for the ones that are coming up, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching.